Next is cold, damp, encumbering the spleen. This pattern can be both acute and chronic. If it is an acute pattern, it will be due to an invasion of exogenous pathogenic chi. It will, however, still be classified as an interior imbalance because the pathogenic chi is located in the interior. Damp cold can invade the spleen when a person has been living or working in a cold and humid environment, has been wearing wet clothes, or has been consuming medicine, food, or beverages that are cold and damp in either their temperature or energy. Damp cold can also invade the body via the spleen channel in the feet and legs if the person has walked barefoot on cold and damp surfaces or has worn shoes that are not warm and dry enough. This is due to interior exuberance of cold dampness encumbering the spleen and disturbs the spleen yang. It is also called dampness encumbering spleen yang or cold dampness obstructing the middle jaw. It is seen at the tie-in stage of the 6-channel patterns. Key symptoms: symptoms of functional impairments of the spleen and stomach in transforming and transporting with manifestations of interior exuberance of cold dampness at the same time. Clinical manifestations: fullness and distending pain in the epigastrium and abdomen, a bland but slimy taste in the mouth, poor appetite, nausea, vomiting, absence of thirst, abdominal pain, loose stool, heaviness of the head and body, edema, scanty urine, smoky yellow skin and yellow sclera, profuse leukorrhea, an enlarged tongue with a white greasy or white slippery coating, a soft or deep and thready pulse. This pattern is mainly caused by improper diet, excessive intake of raw or cold foods, by exposure to a cold and damp environment like living in a damp or rainy place, or by other excessive endogenous dampness. Coming into contact with certain bacteria and viruses can result in damp cold conditions. This can be anything from eating food that has gone off to cholera. This is because a pattern of imbalance is defined by its symptoms and signs. If the symptoms and signs are those that are seen in damp cold, then that which has caused the imbalance will, by definition, be damp cold in nature and will be treated accordingly. Etiology of cold damp invading the spleen, exposure to exterior dampness from either weather or living conditions with spleen chi deficiency underlying, allowing damp to invade. Signs and symptoms: poor appetite and digestion, fullness and oppression in the stomach, duct, and epigastrium, which is better for warmth, heaviness in the head and limbs, sweet or sticky taste or absence of taste, no thirst or thirst for warm drinks, loose stools, leukorrhea, tiredness, dull white complexion, pulse slippery and slow, tongue swollen, pale with sticky white coat. Treatment principle: warm the center, dispel cold, and disinhibit damp. Acupuncture treatment: spleen 9 to drain damp in the lower burner, Ren 12 to supplement spleen, disinhibit damp, stomach 8 to transform damp in the head, bladder 20 to supplement spleen, resolve damp, Ren 11 to harmonize the middle burner, spleen 6 to disinhibit dampness, spleen 3 to supplement spleen chi, bladder 22 to harmonize spleen and stomach, Ren 9 to harmonize intestines, stomach 22 to regulate intestines. Needle with supplementation and large amounts of moxa. A person with cold damp invading the spleen should avoid food and beverages that are cold, both energetically and in their temperature. They should also avoid consuming anything that produces dampness. This means that dairy products, cold drinks, ice cream, sweets, cake, dried fruit with sugar, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, melon, and tropical fruit should be avoided. They will benefit from consuming foods that are cooked, baked, and roasted and have a warming energy. Ginger will be particularly good as it is warming, but also spicy and thereby expels exogenous pathogenic chi. Keeping the abdomen warm and dry is also vital in this pattern of imbalance.